they had the way, and I was like, good for you, but the time difference. So
Yes.
that I mean, and that's a great lesson for anyone that's listening is utilizing technology to make that up. And uh, yeah, I mean, I just know off the top of my head, I have to say they say with a string mop takes 1 hour to do 1,665 square feet, right?
Mm.
So I know that off the top of my head. I don't know why that's the one I know, and I know that that probably is done in 15 or 20 minutes with a flat mop.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and just think of that time, just that time savings. That's great. So you use that to what do you do that to condense the time it takes something, or recognizing that your competitors are using a string mop, so you use on that, and so you can quote lower, or how does that work for you?
So it's so basically what we use it to quote lower to be more
Yep.
efficient and to raise the dollar per hour that we can pay. So
Yep.
if we're moving at this efficiency, we don't have to lower you. So so we have experienced a lot of different stuff. We tried paying people hourly. We've done flat costing and different stuff, and we ended up sticking with flat costing. And the reason is because when we made things more efficient, they benefited from just finishing and going to the next account. And so and now you do run into some issues with people taking shortcuts and those things. But what we've experienced is that as long as we follow up with them and go check the accounts, then it works out pretty good for us. And so I lost track of my thought. Well, sure. Good. I don't want to leave the question too far
But
behind.
yeah, but using that technology and the bidding, and well, it's funny because um, years and years and years and years ago, uh, uh, it's like 32 or 33 now. When I was little, I had a stepson, and his dad worked as a mechanic in a place called Speedy Muffler,
Mhm.
and we would take the car there, and he would open up the book and go, okay, to take the brakes or whatever, you it's $550.
Right.
And then they got paid with, they got penalized if the job was, if I came back and wasn't done, but they said, okay, it's an hour and a half to do that job. And then of course they would try to get done in 45 minutes or an
Correct.
hour without, well, by still, having the integrity of the job doing well and stuff like that. So I learned that years ago. I was like, okay, that makes more sense because it incentivizes someone to work harder instead of going, oh, I might stretch this out another hour. I need the extra 20 bucks or whatever.
Exactly.
So, so that's a competitive advantage in itself. Um,
Yeah.
so listen,